Welcome back to the weekly news roundup. This is the business and the SillyVille editions. These are recorded live Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you would like to catch the show live. Diving on in, we're going to start with just a couple of updates here. First update, we talked about Etsy raising their prices for these sellers. It's like, I just don't get this. It's like you're taking 3% of the sale. If they have a big sale, you get more money. If they have a little sale, you get less money. Why do you need to take a bigger percentage? Well, the sellers apparently are quite mad about this, and they are declaring a shopper boycott between April 11th and April 18th. They're asking as many people as conceivably possible, if you're using Etsy, put your store in vacation mode for the week. If you're shopping on Etsy, please do not shop on Etsy between April 11th and April 18th. So spread the word out to everybody. Everybody, because we need to spread the word to Etsy that they can't just go around raising the prices once again for more useless garbage. And so this was actually all coordinated together. Of course, they're going from 5% to 6.5% of the sale, or a 30%, which is a 30% increase beginning April 11th. Christy Cassidy has organized this, and they said they have over 15,000 signatures. More than 5,000 sellers have signed on to go actually on strike. They are saying if you can only do it for one day, just do it for one day. You know, some people, of course, need that revenue coming in. But it's another idea. Hey, you know what? Put your store in vacation mode. Hey, shop over here instead. Set up alternative stores, guys. Have multiple ways and places people can purchase from you. That is the important thing to do. And so what they're doing is basically saying, hey, we don't want you to be taking more money. They're going on strike. This isn't the first time. They went on strike in 2012 when some storefronts were selling mass-produced items, which at that time was not allowed. And so with that, not much more to that story. Just an update. If you are buying from Etsy, please don't buy from April 11th to April 18th. Tell the Etsy guys, no, don't raise the prices on the sellers. Well, in response to all of the tech companies basically saying you can't do business in evil, nasty Russia anymore, the Russian game developers are telling players to just pirate their games. Pirate the games. We don't care. They're saying, hey, we want people to play our games. The big tech companies don't want your money. They want to ban people in Russia. That's fine. Just pirate the games. Here's some pirating links. Talk about kind of fun, right? And so if you're listening on this in Russia right now, get your games now while you can, you know. This is kind of a pushback, and this is why all these things aren't working. Am I a pro-Putin thing? It sounds like I am with my news section. No, I'm not. It's just both countries are horribly corrupt. Can we agree to that? Let them work it out themselves. But punishing the citizens of Russia is not going to stop the Russian government. But, you know, the game company's like, yeah, we still want you to play the game, so go ahead and pirate it. Whatever. All right, so the Department of Justice has a new, they're basically telling Congress, please pass this new bill. It's going to be a big tech antitrust bill. There's going to be some positives and some negatives and things like this. But what we're seeing here is these bills will be applied to a company with 50 million plus users, active U.S.-based users, 100,000 plus U.S.-based business users, companies with 1 billion in worldwide active users, annual revenue greater than 550 billion, companies with an average market cap greater than 550 billion. Basically, translation, Facebook, Google, Amazon, Apple. Basically who this is targeting. They're not explicitly calling them out, but that's pretty much the only people that can meet this threshold. The bill is an antitrust saying that if you happen to have your own brand name products on your own platform, you can't rise those up to the top and push everybody else to the bottom. So this can be seen as good or bad, kind of depending on the direction that you're looking at everything. So I don't know exactly where I stand. I am open to, is this a good bill? Is this a bad bill? Let me default to this. It's coming from the administration of the dementia patient in chief, so I'm not sure I trust it. But that being said, Amazon particularly does seriously abuse the sellers on its platform. Literally, I'm at a friend's house the other day. there's a specific desk she's looking at. She's basically compiling a direct list of desks for a client of hers to present a few options for a standing, sitting, adjustable desk. There's one particular brand name desk she's looking for, literally typing the exact product name into Amazon, and the only thing that's showing up is Amazon Basics desks. Literally 5 pages in. Finally was able to find the thing using, of all things, what are they using? I think they're using DuckDuckGo at this point. I got them off of Google. They're on DuckDuckGo. We'll move them over to Start Page next. Get off of the DuckDuck don't use anymore. So by going onto DuckDuckGo and typing in the name for the thing and Amazon, we're able to find the direct link into Amazon, but you can't find it by searching the direct title of the particular product in the Amazon search bar. Everything was Amazon Basic stuff. That's the type of behavior that the bill is trying to say. You're saying, hey, if I'm looking for a brand name desk, that should be the first thing in the list, not all of your crap that you want to sell instead. Manufactured, of course, by third world children and things like that. And so with that, that's what this bill is seeking to do. It's applying to app stores. So basically, Apple will have to open up and allow non-priority apps to show up in listings as well. So that's kind of what it's doing. Let me know your thoughts. Is this a good thing, a bad thing? I don't know. And finally, FTC is suing TurboTax to stop the defective free ad campaign. So there's a lot of history back here many people may not know. One of those is a law in the United States that says if your income is under a certain threshold, your tax filing is supposed to be completely free. So the IRS is actually supposed to have a digital way to file, basically do and file your taxes online for free. But because of how much work it would take to develop such a thing, what they have instead decided to do is TurboTax comes up and says, hey, we'll do this and have free things. And this is why there's free TurboTax editions. And so a lot of people in this country are supposed to qualify for the free TurboTax editions. And in response to this, the IRS has decided that they're not going to develop the platform because Intuit has it through TurboTax. But then TurboTax is like, hey, now that we are a captive audience to all these people who would otherwise qualify for free tax preparation, enter in all their data, get to the final pages after spending, in some cases, hours working on all this stuff. And TurboTax is like, hey, actually, based on all the information, you need to pay us. And so the FTC is basically suing them over this because the reality is most of the people that use TurboTax, particularly most people who use TurboTax, should be able to use the free one without a problem. And the issue is that they keep on basically scraping money who should be entitled to free taxes to do that instead. And TurboTax has these free options and are so widely available and pushed because it was the agreement that they would handle the free taxes rather than the IRS doing it. You can basically see what their plan is to basically create the captive portal and then upsell everything that they possibly can. The reality is TurboTax sucks, guys. Go get an accountant. Any accountant's going to pay for himself and what he can save you on taxes. But anyway, that's kind of the story. It kind of goes back a few years back and then things like that. So very interesting. Well, if you would like to help support the channel, we do have affiliates. Actually, we're not pushing affiliates today. We are pushing my own science fiction novel today. So if you have not had a look at my science fiction novel, Synaptergy, go ahead and have a look at that. tlm.li/s or synaptergy.com. You can read the first chapter, listen to the first 5 minutes of the book with the SoundCloud account there. But anyway, guys, have a look over that, synaptergy.com, if you are into science fiction. You can head on over here, hit the where to buy. You can buy it directly from me. Amazon is probably one of the better places to get it. You can order it from Barnes & Noble, things like that. Ebooks, audiobooks, and print books available in a variety of different places online. With that, let's head on over to SillyVille. First up in SillyVille, you can now use your fake money from the Bored Ape Yacht Club and buy merch. The merch at least is real, so maybe we can stop saying it's fake money because you can actually buy Bored Ape Yacht Club hoodie or something, I guess. But anyway, there is a little, it's not just like all fun and games. Hey, get your NFTs and get your Apecoin and buy stuff, because apparently there's some problems with the payment options that's preventing you from doing that. And a lot of people are like not quite happy that they can't use their fake money and exchange their fake money for, real stuff down the road. So anyway, that's an interesting little thing. So the NFT world is rolling ahead, guys, and it's all SillyVille. It's all nonsense. Maybe I'm a boomer. I would say I'm just a boomer, except my friends who are younger don't understand this crap either. And so if you can explain NFTs, you're a better man than I. It's like living in the fridge. If you can explain to me what that stuffy is in that container over there, you're a better man than I, whatever that word is. I don't know. I just completely butchered a Weird Al song, and I'm proud of it. Oh, boy. Well, Epic Games is sued by another choreographer for allegedly using a copyrighted dance moves in Fortnite. So, of course, all of the other copyright fights against Fortnite have failed in court. However, there's a little caveat to this one, and that this dance is actually legitimately copyrighted by the guy who owns it, because he is a professional choreographer. He's not just somebody who made some up on YouTube once and, hey, I made some up on YouTube and Fortnite copied it. This is a guy who actually creates these as his day job and copyrights all of his dance moves. So what's funny is to read all the comments in this TechSpot article and all of the morons in the comment sections. I swear, going into a comment section to post comments just makes you drop IQ points. All these guys are like, oh, yeah, these guys win. There's no base for this. Actually, there is, because you can actually copyright dances if you do it correctly. And this choreographer did copyright the dances, did it correctly, because it's not something he just randomly did on YouTube once. It's actually a dance move he did as part of his job, and he copyrighted all of those. So he actually has a legitimate case here against this. And here is the move. So I'm just going to mute it just in case there's anything, so you can kind of see what's going on. This is the actual dance, which is actually copyrighted. Here is the dance in Fortnite, and here is the side-by-side. It is 100% exact, and the dance is actually copyrighted by the guy who owns it. So despite the Supreme Court ruling that suggests that every other guy who tried to sue over Fortnite stealing their dances, this one actually has a chance, because there is actually a copyright on it, because it is registered. And that is the key factor here. Now, why are the other dances not considered copyrighted? Because everything else is. If I were to go in and write one of my books and not file the copyright, and I publish it on Amazon, and you take a copy of that book and you publish it on Amazon under your name, it doesn't matter that I have not filed the copyright. It's still my copyrighted material. Fortnite got away with it. I don't know how or why. I didn't follow the case that closely, but it boiled down to the fact that none of those were professional choreographers who actually had copyrighted dances or moves. And so it is very possible that Fortnite is going to pay out on this one. And finally, Windows 11 allows you to do something, guys. They finally allow you to switch browsers with the click of a button. You know, something every other operating system up to Windows 11, every Linux operating system allows you to do. Every phone except for Apple allows you to do. Every Linux distribution allows you to do. But now, after so much pushback, Microsoft has added a setting allowing you to switch the default web browser. Whoa, you can set the default web browser with a click of a button. This is revolutionary. If only somebody ever thought of that before. So there you go, guys. Windows 11 is regressing in intelligence as we go. And I just have nothing else to say. Congratulations, Windows 11. You finally figured out that people like to use their own personal browsers rather than the garbage you keep giving them. Wow. Well, if you'd like to help support the channel, you can jump on over to Subscribestar, subscribestar.com/SwitchedToLinux. Jump on over there if you would like to help support the channel. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Thank you for watching this video from SwitchedToLinux. This channel would not be possible without the backing of the program supporters scrolling on the screen now. You can be a supporter at Patreon at patreon.com/TOMM or at thinklifemedia.com. I also want to thank the open source community who creates such excellent software that makes producing this show possible. Please remember to support your software communities. Thank you, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux.